We are recording the intro right now.
Intro? Oh no.
We're recording this thing, and it's gonna end when Shane joins in, and then we're just gonna laugh.
No, that'll be like halfway in it.
I know.
Oh. Should I probably start my sound recorder?
No, not yet.
No. Alrighty. Intro, this is the intro.
I wish it was the intro. It's not that kind of intro, Josh.
Oh.
We're literally just waiting for Shane just to pop in.
He'll pop in eventually.
Eventually, and then my comment will be made, and all will be okay.
There it is.
What's? Oh, is he joining? Oh no, he's not in yet. Get
in here. Hope for Bernie Sanders for new president.
German Grand Prix. We're here. There's no.
I don't want to vote for German Sanders. President. I wonder if he's just mad.
He seems like a grumpy old man that he's like, I'm changing shit, motherfucker.
Wait.
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Shane's actually in the call.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Check Skype.
Are we starting? My mic was on mute for like the last 5 minutes.
Oh, that's why. And that's our podcast for this week.
Are you done shopping? Are you done shopping to the sausage at Kill a Kill?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're starting.
Okay.
Hang on.
Do that mic sync.
All right.
Alright.
This is the podcast every Thursday. I'll see you next time.
Hello, and welcome to the Black and Mind Podcast, episode 8. I think it's 8. We're at 8.
It's 300. Whatever. Screw it.
We went full Microsoft, and we are just now doing episode 360.
And then back to 1.
And then go back to 1. And then we'll go to do Microsoft 10.
We'll skip
Because math.
We'll skip
math is
9,
hard.
and we'll call it 10. My name
Perfect.
is.
And then we go back a number, and then go ahead a number again.
My name is Jeff. Joining me, as always, is Josh.
Yo.
And our esteemed co-host, Shane.
How are you, Jeff?
I am dead inside.
That's not good.
We're some of us are dead now. Some of us are alive now. Some of us are dead alive and dead alive
Oh,
now.
Dead Alive. Let's talk about Dead Alive.
So the boobs, whenever you do anything...
No, that's Dead or Alive. I'm talking about the horror movie from Britain called Dead Alive.
Oh.
Oh, that's made by Peter Jackson?
No. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's made by
Yeah,
Peter
the
Jackson.
American one's called Dead Alive. In England, it's supposed to be called Brain Dead.
Oh, yeah.
There's a movie when he like walks through the hallway with a fucking lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I think I saw a review of that, of some Z-list internet reviewer talking about it, and I pretty much they cut up all the scenes you want to see in that review, so it's like, oh, I don't have to see the movie. And they also gave colorful commentary on everything. And yeah, so basically the review of it was like, yeah, this movie's really good, and it's over the top, and it's retarded. Really retarded. Like, to the point of, was it the preacher? It knows martial arts and was kicking the ass of the zombies.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
It was like, that's so over the top, and it's like, you know what? I'm not mad. Not mad at all. Keep going.
It's like that movie in, what's it called? It's the buddy cop movie. It ends with...
There's so many.
It's by Sean and Pence and that other guy.
Hot Fuzz?
Hot Fuzz. Where the priest just whips up 2 9mm and starts shooting at the heroes.
Oh,
You meant
yeah.
Simon
yeah, that
Pegg,
was-
right? Not Sean.
Yes, Simon Pegg.
But his name is Sean.
Shaun of the Dead. My brain has become Shaun of the Dead. Yep.
Perfect. Anyway, I think we had topics
We did.
somewhere. Somewhere.
Did. Like how Megas XLR is a good show.
It's really, really good.
I've never heard of this show. What is it?
It's a so Shane, you know how you hate giant robot animes?
Yeah, I think they're boring.
Okay, this is a
Not the
a
case.
giant robot anime.
My disinterest has grown.
Instead of having a head and a cockpit, the cockpit is a car. Yes.
A muscle car.
I'm actually less interested in it now than I was 5 seconds ago.
It is piloted. It
Okay,
is piloted by 3 people.
Okay.
One guy
one
in
guy.
particular.
One guy,
who does
technically.
all the piloting. Guess how it's controlled, Shane?
The car.
Nope.
Video game. Is it video game controls?
Josh, I will give you a gold star.
Yes. Stick it on my
Congratulations.
forehead.
It is controlled by video game controllers.
Yeah. All video game controllers you can think of, he has it at his disposal as a cockpit. So he has like a PS2 controller. He probably has a classic
He has a
PS1
NES
controller. He has an
controller.
Atari joystick. A
There's
NES
one
controller.
episode where he makes the whole entire car turn into a game, Dance Dance Revolution pad.
It worked really well, but he couldn't keep up
Yeah.
with the Dance Dance.
I'm pretty awesome at Dance Dance, just so you guys know.
Oh, if anything, you're probably same skill as I am
Shane,
at it.
I'm gonna say this, and you're probably gonna disagree with me. You know the giant organic thing at the end of Kill la Kill?
Yeah, like the life fiber?
Yeah. This thing
Yeah.
would be Megas XLR, which is the name of the mech, would win in a fight. It would just
No,
win.
it wouldn't.
It would win.
Simple answer. No, simple answer no, because a robot has limits. The life fiber does not.
It has flaming fists.
Yeah, but it only has 2. It's
It
limited.
has
Anyway,
missiles.
Yeah. So the Megas XLR, it's one of those comedy cartoon shows. It was on Cartoon Network for the longest time, so you know it's going to be good. And also one of the, so the gimmick of the show is that this guy found this robot in a junkyard for, like, he bought, what was it? He
bought
went to
it
the
for
junkyard,
$1.
and the junkyard's like, bought for $1 because everything in the junkyard was for $1. So he's poking out at everything. He's like, so this is $1? Yeah. So is that $1? Yeah. And then he moves one debris and the entire thing falls over. And he points at it and goes, that's $1? And the guy looks over, or actually doesn't look over. He goes, yeah, whatever, it's $1. And he goes, woo! And he slaps $1 on a table and runs up to the mech and starts, poking at it and see what it does. And then finally the guy turns around and he's like, fuck.
This mech has the ability of time travel.
Yeah, it does.
It also
there's
has.
a few episodes of it jumping back and forth between time.
It
and
also
crap,
has like a
but
chest full of missiles.
full of missiles. The guy was smart enough to hook up all these arcade sticks and controllers to do all of his bidding of doing fighting moves, and the machine will do it.
It can do Hadoukens.
Yeah. And also, there's a running gag in the entire show where what's the main character of the show?
Coop.
I forget his name.
Yeah, Coop's the name.
Oh, Coop. Yeah, Coop. He inadvertently destroys like innocent things, but makes it better in the long run. So one of the things he ends up destroying constantly is the MTV logo, or what was it called? in the
Pop
show?
TV.
Like LOL. Oh, Pop TV, but it looks like the MTV logo. So he destroys everything that is Pop TV.
Awesome.
So anything that's satellites, the TV station, the freaking anything, they destroy it entirely. Because I think the history with that was the creators of the show were going to be picked up by MTV, and then they canned them like as soon as like the first episode was going to show.
I wonder
Yeah,
why.
and they canned them. So they canned them immediately, and they're like, you fucking kidding? We had like this thing set up. What, you canceled like right there? And they're like, yeah, screw you. So they're like, oh, what the hell? So luckily, Cartoon Network picked them up, and they're like, oh, okay, we're saved. We're not screwed. So yeah, so in every other episode, they're always destroying some sort of like MTV rip-off thing.
They're just
which is kind of funny.
sore losers.
it's kind of funny.
I'm pretty
Kinda
sure
funny.
Megas. The fact that they have not made a Megas XLR movie with Jack Black in it, and let's go. Who's the girl from Game of Thrones that's in Terminator Genesis?
Oh fuck, I know this. No, I'm gonna have to Google it.
We need a female actress. We're casting the Megas XLR movie right now, guys.
Okay.
Female.
Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke should play the future chick. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Who should play Jamie?
Oh god, that like he's like kind of hipster before hipster, wasn't he?
He's a lanky dude.
Yeah, lanky dude. He's kind of a no care. Like,
Just from the look of it, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Leto?
Or even it could be not Steve-O, but
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville's like 45 or something.
No, Johnny Knoxville would be too old. Who was the first person you said?
Probably.
Shane?
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
He plays Joker in the Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, that could work.
Yep, I can see that working. Okay. Yep, well, okay.
Or like Steve Buscemi.
It needs to be direct. Now, who would direct that movie?
Actually, if they replace the woman with like an older guy, it would be Steve Buscemi, John Goodman, and Jeff Bridges.
No. Jeff Bridges would appear in it, though, as the general.
And it would be called the Megas Lebowski.
I'm the dude, and this is my mech.
Yeah. How come I can't pilot this thing anymore? What have you done to my mech?
New shit has come to Lightspeed.
Am I the only motherfucker around here to knows how to drive this mech?
It would have to be directed by Guillermo del Toro, the guy who did Pacific Rim.
Well, who was I thinking of?
Right.
Yeah, I guess he'd be like the only.
He's the
only director off the top of my head.
He's the most qualified.
Actually, I have another movie in my head that one. Need to find the director of this movie.
Next topic.
Okay. Well, speaking of Pacific Rim, Pacific Rim's
Speaking of stupid robots and giant
Pacific Rim
suits.
is a good movie. I like it.
I like the parts where they're not talking.
You really don't like
and the bow staff fight scene.
You really don't like Pacific Rim, don't you?
I do like Pacific Rim.
I'm guilty of not seeing this movie in theaters. Like I was going to, then I was like, video games. I was like, video games, like constantly, and then I was like, oh well, I didn't see the movie.
Pacific Rim is like my favorite movie. I just watched it again. I like it, and I haven't even seen it in theaters. If I saw it in theaters, I would have died.
I died from the sheer amount of
It would
sound
have been
effects.
like my body just explodes because of how awesome that movie is.
So, if Pacific Rim is Jeff's favorite movie, what is Josh's favorite movie?
My favorite movie, it's somewhere between Kung Pao Enter the Fist, or what's another one? Oh, the Spirited Away.
That was a good movie.
Because it's either like weird weird comedy or high class bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's no in between. It's either really really good or like you're going for this super weird hilarious bullshit.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, the recent Shane, I don't want to alarm you or anything like that, but Having a giant robot is one of my life goals.
Okay.
So I'm just telling you this now. If we ever make it big and we sell the company, the first thing I'm doing is buying a giant robot.
We better be selling one hell of a company.
So how much worth is this company? I don't know, like $2 billion or some shit.
Yeah, and Jeff got all of it and built a giant robot with it.
Yeah. Well, I would take my half.
I don't even think King.com has like all that money. Like they have substantial amount of money, but I don't even think they have that much.
What the fuck, Josh?
So, Jeff, I don't mean to alarm you, but if you do have $1.35 million on hand, you can buy a diesel-powered mech warrior from the website thisiswhyimbroke.com. And
Oh Jesus!
I
Really?
don't know if it's street legal. I doubt it's street legal.
I just want it.
But
it
it is a mech warrior that you can ride in. It stands 13 feet tall and it weighs 4.4 tons.
Perfect, beautiful. Throw it on my card.
Alrighty.
Okay. Next topic.
Hey, you want to talk about miniature golf courses?
I love miniature golf courses.
I like them too, but man, I went to West Ed recently, and I was with a friend of mine, and specifically for the reason to play miniature golf there. And man, I played miniature golf there before, like on and on, like once in a while, like when I was younger. I always remember them being kind of cool.
Yeah.
But they're not that great
mini
anymore.
golf is really not fun if you play by the rules.
Oh yeah, actually, I think the if anything, me and my friend were playing both there was this weird fantasy miniature golf. One of it was like the south side of the West Ed, and there's another one beside the food court. No, so the fantasy one. Okay, so the fantasy one is the black lit one, like the black light. It's basically for some reason it's like dragons and like knights in shining armor type of stuff. Okay, because there was another one I went to, which is the Galaxyland themed one, which that one's just right beside the food court, and that's like embedded into the freaking scenery to the point of like I don't think they can remove this stupid miniature golf course. They could try, but it'll look really weird for the longest time. But anyway, I went to that one, and I also went to that blacklight fantasy one, and my god, the blacklight fantasy one was terrible. So bad. Half of the holes were copy and pasted from other holes. And another funny thing was they had obstacles. Sometimes they have obstacles in your way to be like, oh, you got to go over this hump, or oh, you got to go around this bankment. This one was like, oh, look at all this weird bullshit off to your left, or you can go make a beeline to the hole on your right. It was like, it's like, who made this? Who made these holes? These are terrible.
A drunk man.
So I don't know
much.
if this is the same one you're talking about, but there was like a neon miniature golf in West Ed somewhere. I was about 13 or 14, and I went there for like a friend's birthday. Because we wanted to go to the arcade and play laser tag in West Ed.
Oh yeah.
And while we were waiting, we were like, oh, let's play around the mini golf. It was in like this enclosed room, and all you could really see was like the edges of each course, and everything was black, and it was in like this room, so it was like an indoor mini golf course. Right. And after about like the first 3 or 4 holes, we were like, all right, this is pretty lame. And so we just started like, we were on like hole 4, and we were trying to get it into like hole 12. So just like, we started like whipping the balls, like just whacking the crap out of them. And at one point, my friend just absolutely destroyed the ball, and like it bounced off like 3 of the walls and out the door. The person running it like looked at us like, this should not happen. You're not allowed to play anymore. And we're like, whatever, fuck it, let's go play House of the Dead 2 again or something.
That sounds like a really productive way to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that if anything, that sounds like more fun than one of the miniature golfs I went to, and yeah, like the fantasy one I went to, it was really really cramped. Like you can stand maybe 3 people shoulder to shoulder, and that's like the width of like the hallways you have to walk down in this freaking miniature golf course. And also, it was crammed full of people. Like, you're constantly being bombarded from the back, and you're also rushing the people forward from the front. So you're like, come on, hit it in the hole, get a hole in one, fucking do something. And people in the back are like, fucking have to wait for this bullshit. Yeah, it was not the greatest experience of miniature golf, but the Fantasyland one was way better. You feel less claustrophobic in there.
Is that the Fantasyland one or the Galaxyland one?
The Galaxyland
Okay.
one. Yeah, way less claustrophobic. You're in an open space. You're actually in the mall, like exposed to like.
Or is that the one that's like just underneath, like when you enter the mall, like through the? I can't remember what entrance it is, but it's the one by like the brick, I think it is.
Yeah. It's right beside the brick, and also it's also right beside a sex shop.
Interesting.
Wait.
Is that Spencer's Gifts?
Yeah.
I've been to Spencer's.
Or no, sorry. There is it's called the, what was that, the Real Boutique or something, or the Sexy Boutique? Yeah. It's hilarious because you're playing miniature golf, and like towards the last hole, me and my friend looked up and we're like, is that a freaking like sex boutique over there? We're like, yeah, that's totally a sex boutique, just right beside a freaking miniature golf course. Or they're like, hey, let's go into this sex shop.
He plays 21 holes.
Oh.
No,
Where are you
they
going?
better. It's
No,
a sex
please,
shop.
you drove me here. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Like me and a friend took a couple of pictures of that. We're like, we're right beside a sex shop. Like,
Yeah, that's a
hell?
weird layout, like, because that's the mini golf is aimed at like kids, right?
Yeah. It's totally like, family and everything. And then there's this freaking sex shop right next to it. So you're like, I don't even get why this is here. me and a friend just laughed and took pictures. They were like, okay, let's continue on. Mildly disappointed. Like, if anything, the entirety of West Ed kind of changed. I know that before they did giant overhauls to it, there used to be a really, really good arcade.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be like
There used to be an
like
awesome
3 to 4
arcade.
other. Yeah, there used to be a paintball range. There used to be Palladium used to be there as well. They used to have 2 arcades. They were huge, like huge arcades, and there were 2 of them.
Yeah, they have that one by like the West Food Court, and it's just terrible.
Yeah, it's not even arcade anymore. It's just a ticket game, or arcade, or amusement park ticket games. That's what they are, and they're just all shit. The only other actual arcade remotely in that area was Dance Machine.
And they also have like a 4-player Pac-Man machine, which is pretty cool.
I'm surprised they have that. I heard that's rare.
It is, and it's huge. It's like the centerpiece of the arcade.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like the centerpiece of the arcade. I see no one playing it, and it's super rare. And I'm like, how the fuck did you get this? It's like, how is this here? Like, how? So dumb. If anything, if I was the owner of that stupid little arcade, I would just throw in some classic arcades in the back and hope people would play those.
Yeah, that's kind of
or
like
put them up to the front.
That was always like when my parents would ask me, it's like, if we won the lottery, like, what would you do? And I'd open up an arcade in Marathorpe, and then it'd just be like
exactly.
Street Fighter 2 and like Mortal Kombat 3 and like Turtles in Time machines, the X-Men machine.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I've
Never even heard of Windjammers.
Oh,
You
should-
know,
the game's fun. But yeah, if I were to win a giant lottery, I would probably open up like a weird combination between a I don't know, comic book store / video game store / arcadey thing.
yeah. Oh, it's like Melodia
Maybe-
in Calgary. If you ever go to Calgary, it's like part comic books and like mangas, and then there's like vinyl records, and there's Warhammer stuff, and a bunch of action figures, and it's all like, it's really cheap too. It's like cheaper than anywhere else.
Really?
I think so. Like I got 2 Scott Pilgrim books for $20, whereas in
That's
like Kohl's they'd be 25 each.
Oh, that totally so sexy.
Sounds really awesome, actually. Sounds like. Yeah, they got rid of the dragon too, which
That
is
sounds like
over
that sounds
in
like
the
the
movie
Yeah,
maybe
theater.
Mr.
that's the
Plex.
reason why it's there.
Yeah,
I
that
just
scene
came.
yeah.
I just realized why it's there. It isn't there for friends hanging out and stuff like that. It is there for when the guy is going to play miniature golf with his girlfriend and thinks he's going to get lucky. Hey, what kind of kinky
It's
it's
back in like 2000. I remember it won a Guinness World
Probably.
Record for the largest shopping center
Hey,
in the world.
honey, let's go into the
And
sex shop.
it's
Maybe
still
they have
definitely
some
the biggest in
kinky,
Canada, but I believe
strap-on
the
dildos
biggest one
for
is
you to
in
try.
China right
I
now.
don't know.
Oh, it's not even a mall; it's a ghost town.
West Ed?
No, the one in China you're talking about. I think I've heard about it, and there's literally no one in
It's
it.
called the
There's no
it's
one.
called the New South China Mall. Oh, holy shit! Yeah, you're right. There's 47 occupied stores and over 2,300 unoccupied stores.
Yeah, it's a fucking ghost town. Why would you ever go there?
Wow. It is currently number 19 in the world. It is the largest shopping mall
Okay.
in North America, though.
Yep. Like how you went to West Ed and you were
Mall,
Sorta. I think they run out of
disappointed.
space to build, didn't they?
Mall of America is number 31.
Yeah.
The King of Prussia Mall in Pennsylvania is bigger.
Yep.
I think it's called the Cineplex now. That sounds right.
It's called the Sucky Theater. It has no
It
dragon.
has IMAX. What else do you need?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
It was It was,
If you type West Edmonton Mall Theater into Google, it automatically fills it with dragon at the end. Or is it like a serpent dragon? Its head would move and it would breathe fire, and it was like overlooking everyone.
Yeah, it was fully animated and then through blue fire and it like had gushed wind and shit.
What about Mortal Kombat 2? What about a Windjammers cabinet? You haven't heard of Windjammers? So we. Wested. I stopped caring about Wested when they got rid of the dragon. It didn't breathe fire for like the last 20 years. So for like background information for anyone who's listening to this, West Edmonton Mall is a mall in Canada. It's one of the biggest malls in the world, home of the largest attraction, and is it still one of the biggest? No, that's Mall of America, because West Ed? In the Mall of America. Wow. Okay, so it's like one of the biggest malls in the world, and so it was a fantastic place to go. Yeah. Yeah, and so what would happen is in the theater they had this movie theater, and it's like I think it's now called Scotiabank. I think before it was like Movieplex or something like that. I think it's Scotiabank Theater. Um, and they had a bunch of really weird stuff like they had props from films and stuff like that. But the coolest thing was the dragon. Hold on. Yeah. And it was a European style dragon, and like s- eh, and it like had smoke coming out of it and stuff like that, and it was just amazing. And then they couldn't get it working, and then it started costing too much money. And then they were like, "Fuck it, we'll just burn it."
They literally just said fuck it. We threw a Molotov at it and burnt the entire thing to the ground.
Oh wow, this video, it was taken in 2010 and it shows like the dragon breathing fire and it's doing like its display. And in the description it's like, yeah, the cinema at West End has a huge fire breathing dragon. Isn't that awesome? And then the only comment on that entire video is 3 months ago as of like airing this video, which would be like April of 2015, and it's like, shame the lousy Cineplex took it down.
but like as a kid you would go over there and like you would bring people to see this dragon which moved.
Yeah, you wouldn't even pay a movie
you would
ticket.
just-
Like, you just
yeah,
want to see the dragon.
You would go see the dragon, and like it would just move, and you would like watch people be awestruck. And as a kid, it's like one of the most frightening things that you can ever see, because you're like, that thing can fucking kill me.
That was like the one
actually
thing that was
exist.
like, I love dragons
Oh yeah,
after
exactly.
I saw
Like
that.
if you didn't like, you either have a hatred for dragons or you had a giant boner afterwards. You didn't know where it came from.
That thing like was the greatest thing ever. And
Yeah.
you know what they need to do?
What's that?
They need to bring back the dragon.
Obviously.
No, they need to bring back the dragon, but they put it over in the water park. So it's a water dragon, and maybe it spouts water once in a while.
No.
That would be
No.
That would be fine, and people would pay to probably see that thing work.
I don't like it.
It'd be fine. It's like there's
don't like
there's
it.
tons of space in there. People will go and see it, and if they put it off in the right spot, people would have to pay tickets to go see it. So it'd be like, oh, look at this dragon! It spouts water.
I don't want to do that. I just want to go see the dragon for free.
Oh, whatever.
I think we should jump to the next topic.
That place used to be cool.
Trackmania?
All
Yeah.
of West Ed used to be cool.
Pretty much.
Actually,
You know,
the only part about West Ed I really don't like is the EB Games there. It's like a closet. Like, it's so narrow.
Yeah. Is it really a shoebox? Like, it's such a hole in the wall.
Yeah, it's like there's barely enough room, like width-wise, for like 2 lineups of people. So that means like there's like a lineup of people like wanting to buy their games, and then like everyone else is trying to move around them.
I just don't go to EB Games anymore.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I have to get this game. Excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me.
I've just made a decision in my life. I'll go to EB Games for like casual browsing, but I will probably end up pre-ordering all my games through Amazon from now on.
Amiibos.
Actually, that could be skipped to our next topic of EB Games. I written down.
Great segue.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I have to point this out as rule of section A1/BC of the podcast rules. We have to point out segues.
I put down a topic of EB Games. Have you ever had a bad experience or good experience at one?
I've had many negative experiences.
I only go to the one here in Leduc, and it's actually pretty good, like surprisingly. Oh, that and another thing is that me and my brother kind of go there all the freaking time, because they're like the only video game shop in Leduc, compared to like the Walmart and whatever.
I've actually had good experiences and I've had bad experiences there.
I've never had a bad experience at EB Games that I can remember.
They messed up a pre-order on one of mine.
Oh, did they?
I was pre-ordering Halo 3
You,
and Halo 2.
you got the
Halo 2 was, and they messed up the edition I wanted.
Oh
no.
I was gonna say, did they give you the PS3 version?
No, they gave me the Xbox 360 version, but they gave me the regular edition.
No, they gave you the Nintendo 64 version.
That'd be awesome, actually, I wouldn't lie.
What the hell is this thing? Well, it's
It
Halo
comes on
version.
like 8,000 carts.
You have to perform disc swaps every time it wants to load.
I think it could take one level before it had to swap cartridges.
It's a really bad ROM dump of the GoldenEye game.
Oh god.
But like, yeah, that was like one of the. I've had a good experience where like I forgot to have my receipt and my stuff. Okay. I like forgot my receipt, and then they were like, "Well, we're gonna do this return anyways," and then we're gonna.
I think I've only ever pre-ordered one game through EB Games, and that was Borderlands 2. And I also got it, like I bought the PC version, and I also got it for my brother because it was his birthday, and I got him like the Marcus bobblehead that came with it. So then it was like, instead of like just downloading it from Steam, which would have taken all day with the internet in Marythorpe, for 3 people, like me, my brother, and his girlfriend, we all just went to EB Games and picked it up.
The plus
And then,
side.
and then spent the whole day playing it. It was so good.
Yeah, I think the best memorable thing about EB Games I went to, kind of weirdly that EB Games kind of switch managers constantly, but the one manager of like the first or second manager that was ever there, I bought Rock Band, like the first one, like, and we played it like every day nonstop. And then one day, I think my cousins came over and they knocked over the Xbox, and the Xbox still worked, but the disc was like screwed to shit. Like it wouldn't get to the menu. Like you could clearly see rings on the disc and stuff like that. So we're like, oh crap, what we're gonna do? Well, I took the game and took everything I had about Rock Band, went back to the game. I went back to EB Games and I told them, like, you know, like I think it's wrecked. I don't know what to do. I don't really want to buy a new copy. So I asked him, like, could you somehow bend some rules a little bit so I can get another copy or at least buy one 50% off or something? And the manager just took a look at it and was like, oh, what do you know? It's defective. And he just gave me a brand new copy. I was like, woo! Thank you!
I'm pretty sure like the best experience I ever had at EB Games was when I bought my Vita. And I was in West Ed, and I was like, I'm here. I want to buy a Vita. It just randomly just popped into my head. And they're like, there is no here. Like, we don't have any in the back. And she like looked on the database, and there was one left in all of Edmonton. And it was in the Kingsway Mall, which is where I live. So I'm like, oh, perfect. Just can you ask them to hold it? And then that day, like after I got home, I went straight to Kingsway to like pick up the Vita. And she was like, yeah, here it is. And just take a couple minutes and look through some games. And I didn't even think about it. And I was like, oh, now I'm going to have to spend like all day here looking at what game I'm going to buy. And because I was like, oh, I have PlayStation Plus, I'll just get free games. And so I was like browsing, like, I have to go buy a game now. And I literally like didn't even think. I just grabbed Persona 4 and then went back to the desk. It was like, yeah, this one. And she's like, well, that'll take you a while.
And you're like, oh, this is the best decision ever.
Oh, yeah. What the hell just happened?
And then Shane loved Persona 4.
Oh, yeah, it's like the best game ever.
Talking about games.
That's what we do.
Trackmania.
Yeah, that came out.
I love it.
Wait, is there a new Trackmania?
Yeah.
Trackmania 2. Be quiet.
It's brand new Trackmania. And I think, what was it, the Giant Bomb server went back up again?
Giant Bomb unofficial.
Oh, the unofficial.
Giant Bomb unofficial. I don't think the Giant Bomb server is up. Let me check. Giant.
It's funny how Trackmania 2 came out and Giant Bomb's down.
Wait, what? No, Giant Bomb's still up.
Is it though? Is it?
No,
wait,
yeah, it's still up.
Oh, wait, which Trackmania 2 are you talking about?
Stadium.
Stadium?
Yeah.
Best
It says
one.
here it came out 2013.
Yep.
You said it just came out.
Well, maybe full release, because wasn't it like beta for the longest time?
I think Josh is talking about Trackmania Turbo.
Oh, maybe? I don't know.
Yes.
I
Which
don't
is which is different.
Yeah.
Doesn't have dedicated servers.
That's the one thing about the Trackmania series is that it's kind of confusing as shit which version to jump into.
Well, this one doesn't come out until November.
It's this game that came out somehow, or never, or did. I don't know.
It's this game that totally exists, but we don't know the release date.
We're not journalists. Call Greg Miller.
It exists. It doesn't. It lives. It's what was it? Schrodinger's? Oh no. How do you say
Schrodinger's
it?
game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Schoenberg's box.
Schrodinger, not Schoenberg.
Schoenberg.
He's German, not Jewish.
Shro Wang.
Shut up! All Germans are now Jewish.
Oh, isn't
It is
that
long.
weird?
Anyways, Trackmania 2 is the best racing game I've ever played.
Yeah.
It's
It's-
infinite amount of content.
It's the game. It's was arcade racer, so it's like just hold the forward button on your keyboard and
it's
left
like
right.
It's like Mario Kart, kind of.
Kind of like Mario Kart, but like race tracks that make flips and shit, and you can go up like half pipes, and then you go fast, and then you get no brakes, and then get your brakes back, and then you're like, oh, I gotta go around this bend, or else I flip off into the endless ocean.
It's like Mario Kart, but where the cars actually have physics associated with them.
Oh yeah, exactly. So you can like skyrocket it into the sky for like.
You can screw up, and it's hilarious.
I'd like
Yeah.
to take a quick second to talk about my favorite racing game of all time, and I'm being totally serious when I say this, is Jack X Combat Racing for the PlayStation 2.
Oh, it's good. I never got the time to play it, but man, I've heard a lot of people say great things about it.
Oh,
So
it's
Trackmania 2 is
fantastic.
Trackmania 2 is like infinite amount of content.
Well, it is user-made content, right?
Oh yeah,
So it's infinite content.
it's nothing but servers and online play and like what was it, time trials? Yeah, it's
Yes.
nothing but time trials and stuff like that.
I'm actually wanting to play it right now.
you got an itchy finger to play it.
So all of last night I was actually supposed to be doing texturing for my project.
Uh huh.
That is completely separate from the project that we are doing
Yeah.
because reasons, commitments. And while I was doing texturing, I was playing Trackmania 2.
It's odd. You can't do
wonder how
both
you
at
pull
the
that
same
off.
time.
It was like every single time the game would load, I would just be like, meh. And I was using Quixel too, so.
A quick aside, a cracked writer I love named Felix Clay, he's giving everyone their, what is it, the Zodiacs? What is it, like it's in like the newspapers, like if you're a Virgo, this is what it is.
Horoscope?
Yes, your horoscope, okay. Felix Clay is giving everyone their horoscope today. And, are any of you guys a Virgo? Do you know?
I was
No.
no, I can't.
It's like people born in June.
or February. Yeah.
So if you are a Virgo, you will be mugged by Randy Quaid today.
What's Taurus?
Let me check. I need to go through like all of his tweets, see if he has tweeted Sagittarius. Taurus. Now is the time to consider a holiday and maybe rediscover romance. A case of public lice from a public toilet is on the way. Capricorn says, is an exciting move in your future? No, dysentery is.
What's February?
That would be, fuck. I don't know.
Something.
Hold on. Maybe see if I can look that up.
I should check my horoscope on Facebook.
Come on, Wikipedia, where are you?
I'm just gonna check it.
Whatever, zodiac dates.
Because I'm sure mine's going to be entertaining.
Table of dates. So you would be Aquarius.
Oh yeah.
Aquarius says, don't let the fear of ball lightning stop you from going outdoors. This month you will rediscover your love of bukkake.
Oh
So-
god, I love it so much.
So I looked up the horoscopes on Facebook. Mine could not be more wrong. Today is a great day to move forward. Taurus, your emotions are stable, leaving your heart free to take off with the clouds.
It's the most generic things, like,
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
let the
it's
wind go through your hair.
I want to murder you now.
Let the fart gas penetrate your eyeballs. You'll have a
think
great
that-
day.
Yep.
Let John Cena penetrate your butt.
Here comes John Cena.
And it's John Cena!
And I will bury his dick into the ground.
Fantastic.
He'll be
What
dead.
is the
We'll
next
saw it
topic?
off
What's
with a
the next
hacksaw.
topic? I think there's a topic somewhere.
The next topic is Rise of the Incarnates.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
know
thing.
what that means. I'm
That's
going
a
to
thing.
Google
Video
it.
game. It's people who can. It's people who are gods.
Oh, so it's like Smite.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It's like, but like the gods